Viva Dr. Sam Nujoma, viva!
Viva!
Viva Dr. Sam Nujoma, viva!
Viva!
Viva the spirit of Nujoma, viva!
Viva!
Viva the spirit of Yatoiwa, viva!
Viva!
Viva Hifike Punye Pohamba, viva!
Viva!
Viva Dr. Hifike Punye Pohamba, viva!
Viva!
Viva the president of the SWAPO party, Dr. Haki Jacob, viva!
Viva!
Aluta! La Victoria! Thank you very much. Dear comrades, dear senior party cadres of the SWAPO party, who are members of the SWAPO political bureau of the Central Committee, Comrade Herunga Nikanor, our Secretary for Information and Mobilization, and your deputy, our senior head of the SWAPO party school, Comrade Charles Mobita in our midst, and other senior SWAPO leaders. I'm seeing the two of them. Dear comrades from the office of the SWAPO Secretary General, special staff members spearheaded by Comrade Sitarara, and the young ones here, I'm seeing here. Dear comrades from South Africa, the workshop facilitators, where are they? Can they stand up? I would like to see them. Comrade Babusa and your colleague, most welcome. As you are in Namibia, we don't have that revenge that you have colonized us. You are comrades. We know that we had a common enemy. So most welcome. You are in other, feel as if you are in South Africa. You are with your serious comrades. And we would like to tap from your wisdom. Most welcome to the land of the brave. Yes. Do you know why we call ourselves land of the brave? Do you know why? Because we fought the strongest army on the African continent, and we emerged victorious. So we were not deterred by the mighties. So thank you very much for being in our midst and share your knowledge and expertise with the local authority councillors in Namibia. Most welcome, and we are so delighted. Comrade, they are saying once a teacher, always a teacher. Comrade Secretary for Information and Mobilization. I want to ask one question to the comrades here, but not to the high people. Okay, I want to hear from 2 or 3 comrades. What is the aim and objective of a political party? The one main thing. The major reason why we have a political party. I want to hear from you. Comrade, tell me. I want to hear from 2 or 3 comrades. Why do we have a political party? Why do we have SWAPO? Okay, our first aim there, those years 1960, was to liberate Namibia. And Namibia has been liberated. Why are we there? We're supposed to liberate Namibia on 21st of March 1990 and get away with SWAPO. Why are we there? I will be shocked if I don't see many hands from the comrades. And in fact, you are senior comrades from your districts, from your regions, senior comrades who ought to know this one. I'm not asking the 2. Yes, my comrade here.
Good morning, thank you very much. To uphold, defend, and protect.
Very good. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, very good.
What I know, I think, is to siphon the police driving the economy of the country. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Another one. I want to hear from 2 more. Yeah, not to you.
Yes, to ensure that the well-being of our nation is being taken care of.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Another one, maybe finally. Very good.
To sustain peace and stability of this country.
Okay. Very good. We are done. We are done. Thank you very much. Especially the last two comrades put it nicely. The last two comrades. To develop this country and to sustain peace and development. But the major, just to put it nicely, the major reason why we have a political party in the country is first and foremost to acquire a mandate from the electorate of this country and run the affairs of the country. That's why the two comrades put it. To sustain development, to sustain peace and stability, and to develop this country. Now your work as local authority councillors is to help to develop this country. By developing this country, people will be very happy and we will have peace and stability like the last comrade. So therefore, dear comrades, from local authority councils, esteemed participants and friends in development, the office of the Secretary General of the SWAPO Party is profoundly delighted to join you this morning to officially open this very important capacity building workshop for the SWAPO Party local authority councillors. Dear comrades, we have to remember that we have been glued together to work together by the SWAPO Party. So we have no choice whatsoever. Whether you like me or you don't like me, whether you like your colleague, your fellow SWAPO Party councillors or not, you are glued together to work together for the benefit of the people of this country in the areas of your jurisdiction. The Office of the Secretary General has always been prioritizing training capacity workshop for the SWAPO Party cadres and will continue to do so. Indeed, this training is of paramount significance in as far as service delivery to our masses is concerned. The most primary task of the local authority councillors is to make sure that our members receive services due to them. That is the only reason why we can sustain the existence of the SWAPO Party in areas where we rule. The SWAPO Party, in collaboration with the Education and Training Unit for Democracy and Development in Southern Africa, and to support the Swedish Social Democratic Party, collectively present our party employees to local authorities in Namibia. It is very important that we continue to work together with our colleagues and our comrades elsewhere in the world to help us to build our capacity. Dear comrades and compatriots, our councillors from various towns across Namibia will be capacitated through an advanced training in our quest to ensure that delivery of quality services to the people is not compromised. Local authorities have a daunting task in creating a conducive environment for development of communities, upliftment of lives, thriving of businesses, as to ensure economic growth by providing services such as urban service land, sanitation, and housing, just to mention but a few. Local authorities are indeed central to the fulfillment of the SWAPO Party election manifesto and our national development objectives. That is what I have started with when I have asked you why we have a political party. Because we have signed a contract with the people of Namibia through the election manifesto, saying that once you vote for the SWAPO Party, we are going to do A, B, C in our different areas. So that is the contract that we have signed, and we are being capacitated here to make sure that we fulfill the promises we have made to the electorate. It is therefore crucial that those who are custodians of our settlements, village councils, town councils, municipalities, and city are equipped with the necessary skills, knowledge to ensure that our promises to the people of Namibia are honored. Our town councils and municipalities must therefore endeavor to champion sustainable urban planning, income generating activities, especially for vulnerable groups, including in agriculture and employment, infrastructure rehabilitation and development, provision of affordable housing solutions, and realization of Namibia's human capital potential. Comrade Director of Ceremonies, dear compatriots, I have no doubt that this workshop will bring about fruitful engagement and progressive deliberations that will enable our deployees to the local authorities to go from here and provide accelerated service delivery, making an impactful contribution to the socio-economic development of our country. Dear Councillors, let us not forget that as deployees of the SWAPO Party, our terms of reference is the SWAPO Party election manifesto. SWAPO Party election manifesto guided by our political program. Let us therefore from time to time refer ourselves to our promises to the people of Namibia to guide our actions in fulfillment of mandate bestowed upon us. Dear comrades and friends, we hear that from the level of local authorities, in some areas, we hear that some councillors don't cooperate with their fellow councillors. And we are being shocked to hear that. As I have said earlier on, the aim and objective of a political party, I did not ask the aim and objective of the SWAPO Party alone. Meaning that the aims of an objective of any political party is to acquire power, to acquire mandate from the electorate. And the SWAPO Party cater, gossip a fellow SWAPO Party leader with leaders of the opposition. And leaders of the opposition, their aims and objective is to acquire power and mandate from the electorate. Meaning that you are gossiping how to transfer power from the SWAPO Party to the opposition party by a SWAPO Party leader, either at the local authority, regional council, or at the national level. Do you understand what I mean, dear comrades?
Yes.
If you don't cooperate with me as your Deputy Secretary General, if you don't cooperate with your fellow local authority councillors in your village council, town council, it means you are empowering the opposition parties to to acquire a mandate from the electorate to govern the affairs of this country. Is that what we want as SWAPO party leaders? I hope not. I hope you have never clicked in your mind what I'm saying now. Now you have the information.
Yes.
If I gossip the Secretary General and I want to get her down as my Secretary General, I will not get Sofia Shanigwa down as an SG. I will get the SWAPO party down. That is perhaps what we don't say. Therefore, comrade, I'm a comrade with an open door policy. You have my cell phone numbers from various platforms. One day, just if you hear anything, just call me. That you hear that I'm saying anything small, negative about my Secretary General. You will not hear it from me. Not me. Not the man you see in front of me here. What do I do if I see that my SC is doing something which is not in accordance with the rules and procedures of the SWAPO party, not in accordance with the constitution of the party? I will go to her because I am the principal assistant of the SC. So the community, I think we should be able to A, B, C. If we do this way, this will go wrong. People will understand us this way. We will work within our party. Go to her politely, honorably, to make sure that we cooperate. That is what we have to do with your fellow councillors at your local authority level, with your fellow SWAPO party leadership at the districts, at the branches, because you don't work in isolation with the SWAPO party leadership at the district level, because you represent the SWAPO party leadership at the district level, at your local authorities where you are. You don't work in isolation. Therefore, at headquarters, we don't work in isolation with the government ministries and departments. We don't. Our eyes and ears are on them to see what they can do. And we advise accordingly. If we have to talk hard, we do so. We talk hard to make sure that our people receive services. Liberation will no longer, it's not enough to sustain us. What will sustain us as a political party is to make sure that our people are happy. And people with empty stomach will never be happy. People without housing will never be happy. People without food on the table will never be happy. In fact, majority of our people in the country are those who were not there when SWAPO was there for everybody in this country. Many of them are people who don't understand what SWAPO party did. They hear just the same way that we hear what happened about 100 years ago. That's how they understand it. But they don't have it vividly in their minds. So we have to create that conducive environment for them. For every Namibian to know that if it was not for the sake of the SWAPO party, I couldn't have acquired this. If it was not for the sake of the Mr. Who, a SWAPO party leader, I couldn't have gone through this door. So therefore, dear comrades, even if your fellow comrade is rude, make sure that you work together. Work with that rude person, because that person is mandated by the SWAPO party to work with you. Even if we have rude comrades, and what we have to understand, as local authority councillors, we are not working for the SWAPO party members only, but for the people of this country. Even the rude members of the opposition, if they come to you and they need their services from you, do so with greatness, because those people are the ones who will be members of the SWAPO party tomorrow. I remember yesterday I have traveled from Windhoek region. We received about 61 new members in Windhoek or Jopitha constituency. And these are the people who were members of the opposition parties. People who were insulting us. Today they are comrades. So therefore, be nice to each and every Namibian, because tomorrow that person will be a comrade. Let us work together. Let us continue to render services. Ask for extra information. Go extra mile for the sake of the people of this country. Therefore, dear comrades, from South Africa, you traveled a long distance to Namibia, is to assist us, because the liberation movements are under attack, especially in Mozambique, South Africa, Namibia, Tanzania, and Zimbabwe. Apparently, we have been ruling these countries for too long. And they did not come to us and say, you fought for this country for too long. They did not say so. The main reason as to why they are doing that is because we are saying we are an independent country. Let us serve our people as per our promises, not as per the wish of the West. So therefore, let us glue together so that the Western world cannot get in between us, so that the West cannot use me against the SWAPO party, so that they cannot use you against the SWAPO party. And mind you, dear comrades, where do you think certain countries that were fighting tooth and nail to make sure that this country does not gain independence, why do you think they are so happy to make use of you? Apparently, we don't run the affairs of this country nicely. Where do they get that wisdom, get that courage to support you today if they never supported us before? So therefore, we should not forget where we are coming from. We should not forget those who have assisted us to be where we are today. They are there. They are still there. They still continue to support us. Let us work with everybody with open eyes and minds. Clear eyes and minds. What we hear from them, let us discuss it elsewhere to understand that is it indeed to the benefit of this party, to the benefit of the people of this country or not. Because they will sugarcoat what they are telling us for us to believe, to think that what they are telling us is indeed the correct information, but in reality, not. So therefore, dear comrades, let us not disappoint the Seminomas, the Hikipunya Pohambas, the Yatoiwas. Let us not disappoint them, because the aim was to get this country free, and indeed we are free, and to steer this country to a greater prosperity. Of course, in some areas we are doing very well. Comrade, I don't want to be like those who are prophets of doom that are saying we did absolutely nothing since independence. Of course, there are many things that we did excellently. There are some areas that we did excellently. Time again, for the last 6 years consecutively, Namibia has been ranked as the best country in terms of roads infrastructure. On the African continent for 6 years consecutively. And who's doing that except the SWAPO party that is ruling this country? I am not saying there are no bad roads in this country. There are many of them. We will continue to develop, because development goes hand in hand with the existence of human life. For as long as we are there, there will be development. There will be a need for development. Even the countries that acquired their independence 200 years ago, they continue to fight for development. Even in America, you find people are fighting for development. We find homeless people there. In the countries that are insulting us for doing nothing. I understand in the world, Namibia is number 23 in terms of the best roads in the world. Number 23. And how many countries in the world? About 200 of them. We are number 23. So there are areas that we are doing that we do good, but there are many other areas that we need to improve, to work hard. Especially the areas where you serve as leaders. This is where the bread is being created to be put on the table of the people of Namibia. This is where we need to work extra hard. Therefore, dear comrades, Comrade Secretary for Information and Mobilization, your office is the one that is tasked with the information to the masses of the SWAPO party in this country. With these a few remarks, dear comrades and friends, I hereby declare this capacity building workshop for the SWAPO party for local authority councillors officially open, and I thank you very much for your attention.